All right. It says we're live. Hi. How's everyone doing? All right. Somebody say something in the chat so I can make sure that I can actually see the chat this time. Damn it. I'm not seeing anything. Hey, there we go. Cool. What's up, chat? Hi. Hi. My name's Mike. I own Grindhouse Video. And every Sunday, 7-ish, I go live on YouTube and I tell you what came in, what's coming in, give you news, updates, rants, reviews, answer questions. If you have any questions, please ask them and I will get to them a little bit later. You can ask me literally pretty much anything. Yeah. So this was it was a pretty normal week for the most part. Good amount of orders. Everything went fairly smooth. So not upset about this week. Nothing major happened, which is always a plus in my book. So let's talk about what's coming in this week. Let's just get into it. From Shout Select, Human Nature. I am not getting many of these in. If you want one, it would really help if you ordered tonight so that tomorrow when I place my order, I kind of know how many people actually want that. Also, a couple, a little bit early, the Hanger from Unearthed, the 2-disc, the single disc, and the DVD. So 2-disc Blu-ray, single disc Blu-ray, and the DVD. Those are shipping now, so those will be in the stock this week. Another one I'm not getting many of, 10 Minutes to Midnight Blu-ray. That is coming in. Plus, very early. This happened last time with the Cauldron stuff too. But Beyond Terror and The Crimes of the Black Cat are both going to be in. I know they're not supposed to be out till next month, but generally, as with the last two releases they did, or I guess their first two releases, they ship about a month early or so. So those will all be in. Not expecting much from one of my other distributors. More than likely Devil Dog, Hound of Hell, and Kindred from Scream Factory. Not The Kindred, just Kindred. It's a more modern film. It might be an IFC midnight title. Not sure off the top of my head, but those should be in also this week. Those are late. Those should have been in at least a week ago. I think Devil Dog should have been in 2 weeks ago. And that's what I'm expecting. Like, not a whole lot. There might be more. Vinegar Syndrome did not come in, but right after I got done doing the live show and mentioned that I didn't get an email to pay, I look at my email and there's the email to pay. So more than likely, Vinegar Syndrome will be in this week. So let's talk about what came in. Not a huge stack, but there's some halfway decent stuff in here. From Scream Factory, The Awakening. This is from 1980. Charlton Heston. And then from Scream Factory, Sphinx. Kind of goes along with it, which is from 81. I don't think it's starring Charlton Heston. This one was a little bit late, but finally came in. Flesh for the Beast, Tsukiko's Curse. So this is the sequel. And I thought, I don't know. I thought that, for some reason, I thought that came with, like, one of the special features was going to be the first film. It's not. Sorry. These came in also. I didn't talk about these last week because they weren't coming in yet. Strike Commando. Strike Commando from Severin, and Strike Commando 2 from Severin are both in stock. Also from Severin, Invaders of the Lost Gold. in stock. Sorry, I feel a little off today. So if I just like wander, it's because I'm just feeling weird today. From Code Red, very early one, JC. JC preached love, lived violence. And then Sean, he's a local filmmaker, Sean Donahue. Restocked some of my stuff from him, from Gatorblade, and also brought in his new film, Zed's Dead, on Blu-ray or on DVD, starring Sushi from Sushi's Sex Seance. I got one more. We're going to do a little bit of an unboxing. The Eurocrypt of Christopher Lee collection is in stock. This is a big motherfucker. 6 Blu-rays, 1 CD. Big motherfucker. But we're going to open it. Mike, you said you're not really interested in these movies. I'm not. But I figured I'd open it since I had quite a few damaged ones. So we're going to open a damaged one. We're going to take a look inside the box. So this is one of the lift top boxes. Bam. There we go. Didn't really do anything with the extra space here. They could have. If you're going to spend money on doing these, why not do something with the extra space? Make it kind of cool when you open it up. All right. So we got a book. Christopher Lee, The Continental Collection. Let me just glance through it again. Want to make sure there's no boobies. So you got a full color book, pretty good size book. Then we've got Castle of the Living Dead inside. And this one has the soundtrack in it. So you got a little place card for the soundtrack. We got Challenge the Devil. This one, Relics from the Crypt. I don't know. I don't pay attention to this shit. I don't have time to read what is in all these things I sell. And honestly, at my age, I'm getting to where I don't remember shit anyway, so even if I did read it, I probably wouldn't remember correctly. Crypt of the Vampire is also in here. It's just a regular, got it on Blu-ray. There's another disc in here inside the Challenge of the Devil, Relics from the Crypt. I'm thinking it might be a special features disc. Sherlock Holmes and the Deadly Necklace. And then we've got Theater Macabre. And this one's heavier. There's 2 discs on this one. And honestly, it's the TV show. So that's why there's 2 discs. And lastly, we've got the Torture Chamber of Dr. Sadism. That's what's in the box. It's a nice collection. Severin does pretty good with their box sets. I do like these boxes. Personally, I like these boxes. I like the lift up type thing. It kind of sucks for shipping because they're actually wider than a regular Blu-ray. So these don't fit, even that little bit right there makes it to where, because I double wrap these, so I wrap it one more time than normal for shipping purposes, and it actually makes it even bigger, and they don't fit in my normal boxes. So, and fucking A, I just thought about it, and I did not order any extra boxes for this. Fuck. I think my local box guy has a box big enough, but not too big for these. Okay. It might not be an issue. I got to go get Bubble Wrap tomorrow anyway. But anyway, yeah, this one's got a little bit of corner damage. So I took it home so I could box it or unbox it for you. I will say this. I got in quite a few of these to cover pre-orders and to put some more on the shelf. had some damages, and this is actually damaged. So if you see here, if you look, I don't know how well you can see that. There you go. Like it's got a corner damage. Now, the ones with actual damage have been put aside. I am not selling those. But I will say this. None of the ones I got are actually mint. There are issues. Like it's got an issue here that is similar to what I've been seeing. Like right here, it's not damaged. It's just kind of pushed in right there. There's also, does this one have it? No, of course it doesn't. No, this one doesn't have the other common damage or common issue that I've seen. It's not damaged. They're more production issues. So these are just because damaged is a bent corner. But when you start looking at, 30, 40, 50 of these things and you're seeing the same issue over and over, but it's not necessarily damaged, it's obviously a production issue. But there's another issue with some of them where on the back, it would be this side, there's like actually, I feel it. There's something there, but I'm not seeing it. Where there's a little bit of an indentation right here, almost like from a machine. It's in the same spot on almost all of these. So I did put in a note in the description that these are not perfect, but they're not damaged. The ones that I'm selling. The ones that I'm shipping out for pre-orders, I didn't get to these, get the box, the order checked in until Saturday, and USPS came very early on Saturday. So these pre-orders will go out tomorrow for Strike Commando and for these. But basically, if you see flaws, they're not damaged. Literally every one of them I got had something off. So there you go. If you want a mint condition copy, you should go to a physical store that sells them and pick one out, because that's the only way you're going to get a mint copy. And I don't, honestly, from what I saw, you're not going to get a mint copy. So there you go. There's that. So that's what I got in this week. One thing I did want to mention that happened this week also, or this last week, the Dune Deluxe Limited Edition Steelbook. I did finally find out after talking to my Arrow contact that it was limited to me, Jesse at Diabolic, and Zavi US. And I learned today that Zavi set up a US location. I thought their US site was just them shipping from the UK, to be honest. But so they were limited to us. I just literally found out on Monday. And unfortunately, since no one told me, there was no communication from Arrow about how many I was getting, I oversold. Not by many, by about 30. So if you ordered the last day or two from me, slight possibility you won't get one. There are extras as a buffer for damages. More than likely, I will get enough to fill all of the pre-orders. I don't know if I will get any more to sell after the fact. And I begged him when I was talking to him on the phone. I'm like, please have them communicate with me. I need to know numbers. Like, I would have been able to put in a number that it cut off at this number. I would have put in a quantity limitation. I didn't know. So there's that. But the other three versions are still available. The Steelbook, the Limited Blue, the Limited 4K are all still available. And there are no limitations on that. You can order 25. I don't fucking care. So there you go. Also, I did put up some new... Okay, let's start that over. I did put up some more used VHS. I'm going to try and do that as often as possible. I really, because I don't know if you've been paying attention, I am closing the store at the end of the year, going out of business. So, and restarting, and I don't want to get all into it. Go 2 episodes prior, about 30 minutes in, you'll hear all this. But since I am closing the store, the easiest stuff to take is Blu-rays and DVDs. VHS, because I have boxes for Blu-rays and DVDs. They fit Blu-rays and DVDs because they are for shipping and storing Blu-rays and DVDs. There is no such thing available to me for VHS. They're bulky, they're big, they're heavy, and they break. So I'm going to try and sell as much VHS as possible before the end of the year. I actually might not be putting up much more DVDs and Blu-rays, to be honest, as far as used, but I need to get rid of some VHS. So expect a lot more used VHS to come up in the next couple months. This week, I think I started Tuesday. I needed to go through and basically separate all my used DVDs and Blu-rays. And I worked pretty much like I would ship. And then after I got done shipping everything, I would go in the back and literally open each box, separate them into keep and sell, which doesn't take long per box. I just have a lot of boxes. So I haven't even gotten through half of it, and I worked all week. I'm hoping that I can get done with all that this week so that I can start putting up more used VHS next week. Not this coming week, but the week after. But also, if there is anything used that you're wanting from me that's on the site right now, you need to pick it up, because eventually all of that will disappear off of the website, and it will not return with the new store. There will not be a used section like you know it now when the new store opens up. The logistics of having people physically come into the store and be able to browse and be able to put something somewhere alphabetically to where I can find it if it sells online, and the fact that someone can pick it up and take it literally anywhere else, which happens all the time. Like, you go to Walmart, you know, all those carts everywhere, like in the front of the store. Yeah, that's basically, most of that is shit that people just don't put back correctly. It happens in small stores too. I mean, hell, I haven't had anybody in the store for over a year, and I still can't find shit. And I know where I put it, or I know where it should be. So the logistics of doing a used section like you see it now, where it's got basically anything, is just, I'm not ready to deal with it. So used will be an in-store only thing next year when I reopen a new store. It's just, Jesus Christ, just thinking about it makes me feel sick to my stomach. So if there is anything used you want that's on the website, you need to get it now. I will be doing some clearance stuff later in a few months, because we still got at least 6 months before everything's said and done. So a little later, I will start, doing some coupons or percentages off used. I might take certain things off of the site before I do that. So shop now, so you don't be like, oh, I really wanted that, but now it's gone and I can't get it. That's the way it goes. Also, last week I told you that I was still going through and discounting a bunch of shit. All done. On Monday sometime, you will see a new banner at the top of the site that will give you a direct link to the clearance section. And basically, it's the going out of business sale. Minimal markdowns right now. As I sell through shit or don't sell through shit, you will see those prices drop, but it's going to take a while. The prices as is right now are going to be a couple months before I do any more further markdowns. I'm not reordering this stuff for the most part. Some of it is just overstock that I will carry in the new store, but I just have too many right now. But yeah, there's like just under 3,000 titles on sale. So there you go. That's your advanced warning that everything is ready to, everything that will be in the sale is on sale right now. If you're like, I don't know how to get to it, click format or just anything that takes you to everything. And then there's little separating categories. On PC, it's down the left-hand side. And you'll scroll down alphabetically and you'll see on sale. You click that and everything on sale will be there. After tomorrow, I am also giving you guys a little bit of a heads up because Monday I am doing a mass email kind of explaining that the store's closing. There's still people that don't know. So it will be the official announcement that I'll be closing the store. And then I will put up that banner. So this is your heads up to get in there and pick up some stuff that I maybe have only one of that you've been wanting. So there you go. That's all I have to talk about. That's it. Let's see what people are saying. Hello to everybody that says hi. Did you get another beard trim? No, actually, I didn't. You know what I did do today is I did something that I've been needing to do for, about 2 years since I bought my new glasses. These glasses. I got an eye exam. Prescription changed a little bit because as I get older, my eyes get worse. Because my eyes are really bad. So I won't be doing this in a couple weeks. I'm getting progressive lenses, which are basically bifolds that you can't tell they're bifolds. Bifocals that you can't tell that they're bifocals. I didn't get these. They told me that they're like, you need progressive lenses. I'm like, no, that means I'm old. Don't want them. I so should have gotten those fucking progressives. So that's what I did today. It took forever. But I went to the fancy mall here where I'm like driving, trying to find a parking spot. And there's just literally, there's a wall that just says Tesla on it. And there's just a whole bunch of brand new Teslas. Like it's the fancy people mall, the rich mall, International, which is like right down the road from me, which is why I went there. I totally forgot that I have to be surrounded by rich people all day. But yeah, that's what I did today. What's selling the best in the clearance section? Honestly, I don't know. Most of I'd say 80% of the clearance section, I've only got one or two of. So I don't know. There's not really a best selling thing for me there. But I do have a lot of overstock left over from the Aero sales. So a lot of Aero stuff is in there. Also the Aero Academy, I'm no longer carrying any of that. So those will not get reordered. The Aero stuff, I'm going to basically, as I sell them, I'm going to be watching my stock, my inventory levels. So let's say I've got 6, but I only need 3. Once I sell 3, I will take it off sale. So go through Aero and see if you want anything there first. Do you know when you're getting the bird with crystal plumage in? Because I have the Years of Lead box set pre-ordered along with bird with crystal plumage artificial. I don't know. It's probably going to be because I think. Let me look. It got pushed back, but I'm not sure. Usually when stuff gets pushed back, So the new date is 7/27. I'd say I'll probably have it at the beginning of next month. Generally, when stuff gets pushed back, they change the street date, but it still comes in a little bit earlier, like maybe a little bit after or on the original street date. You got at least 2 to 3 weeks before those get in. Where did you get that Begotten shirt? This actually was sent to me years ago from what is his name? Thomas Nigovin. I don't know how to say his name. Basically, they announced years ago that they were going to do a Begotten Blu-ray. So I messaged them. This is when I was in my original location. So that's how long ago it was. This is like 4, maybe even closer to 5 years now. And I messaged them and I'm like, hey, if you're putting this out, I definitely need some. At the time I was like, I'll take like 10 to 15 of them. Now, if they contacted me and they're like, hey, this is coming out, I'd probably take 200 to 300. So that's how long ago this was. So then a couple years went by and I moved to the new location and we were talking about it. And I'm like, you know what? I need to message them and see what's going on. So I messaged them again. I'm like, hey, I haven't really heard any updates. Like, I was just wondering if you guys were still doing this Blu-ray. And, oh, yeah, we're still doing it. I think they said that. I honestly don't 100% remember because this is still years ago that I got this message. But, we're working on it. I'm like, well, I now need more if you do put this out. And then like a few days later, I got a huge box in with this shirt. And this is like one of my favorite shirts to wear because it's super, super, super soft. Like it is so comfortable to wear, especially during the summer here in Florida. And then they sent me Clive Barker Imaginer book. Like, look how fucking big this book is. And then he signed it, and this is all his signature, like the tree. Like, this is a blank page, and he signed it. So this is 2017. That's how long ago this was. This was after my second message. But yeah, this is a really cool book of Clive Barker art. Like, I'm not a book guy, but this is something I'll never get rid of, just because it's so freaking cool. Huge. Freaking heavy as shit. And then they sent Hot Camp for Mike. Keep movies evil. No, and then oh yeah, they signed it there. And this is actually a really cool book. With a bunch of Nazi exploitation and some weird, crazy shit. Just a bunch of art. Really, really, really cool book. And then he said, Beautiful Macabre, Rare and Peculiar Posters from 1862 to 1973 by Thomas. And then again, he signed it here for me. Like, very, very nice. But this book's really cool too, because it's got just a ton of poster art. Really cool books. Like, really cool. I mean, this one's $29 on the back. This one says $40. Like, literally, it says $40. It doesn't say $40. It says literally $40. And this doesn't have a price on it. It's got a stamp. Did I ever notice that? There's like a stamp on the back. But I think I looked this up on their website, and this was like over $100. And I think that's all he sent me. Yeah. Yeah, that's my Satanic Bible from Anton LaVey. Right next to the Book of Mormon. I got a Bible in there too. Yeah, so that's how I got this shirt. That was a long explanation, but that was one of the cooler things that I ever got just from having the Grindhouse video. And then the Blu-ray never happened. I don't know. I literally have no idea. Have no idea what is going on with the Begotten Blu-ray. Not a huge fan of the movie. Like, I've seen the movie. It's fucking weird as shit. To me, it was boring, but I know a lot of people love this movie. But yeah. New 10 to Midnight release. Oh, no. 10 to Midnight. 10 minutes to midnight. There you go. Sorry. 10 minutes to midnight. It's a modern film. What's up, man? How was your weekend? It was all right. Besides having to spend a couple hours in the mall, it was good. I see that you are sold out of Dune 4K Deluxe Edition. Just talked about that. By Damage. That box set is amazing. Better than Al Adamson and Anna Milligan. Physically, I mean, I'd much rather have the individual cases. So would I, honestly. Those Andy Milligan and Al Adamson were probably just too many discs to be able to do a box. It would have. Let's see. This is 6. How many cases? Hold on. So there's 6 cases. So they at least need to do 2 to 3 movies a disc. So if they did 2 movies a disc, it'd be 8 of these. Like, how many movies are in those fuckers? No, it'd be even more than that. They'd have to do like 3 to 4 movies per disc to make it even remotely doable. So I kind of understand that packaging. But I do like the Vinegar Syndrome and Severin lift top box sets. I just personally, as someone that gets in this shit and has to inspect every fucking one that comes in and put every one of them in a box and hope that it gets there in one piece without dents, hate box sets. I fucking hate box sets. Personally, I like them. As a business owner that does this for a living, I fucking hate box sets. I hate special packaging. I hate slipcovers. I hate fucking steel books. I hate box sets. I hate the Arrow limited edition boxes. All of them, as a business owner, fucking hate that shit because of damages. Like, if this came in and the case was broken, I literally have on hand brand new Blu-ray cases. So I open it up and I put it in a new case and I shrink wrap it and put it on the shelf. Except for Arrow. You can't do that with Arrow or Umbrella. But yeah, like I hate special packaging as a business owner. But I do like those box sets. Now I have to buy this because I'm a sucker for Christopher Lee. Will you ever ship out international again? No. Even with the new store, I think I'm just over it. It's so much nicer to not have to worry about these box sets. So this, I have no idea how much this weighs before I actually physically get it. And this is a good explanation of why international cost me so much money. So let's say Severin puts this out. I have to look at all of the pictures and estimate based on past box sets how much this is going to weigh. I put in 20 ounces. I thought it was going to be at least over a pound. For US, it's fine because I do a flat fee for shipping. So if you ordered this through me from the US, it doesn't matter if it weighs 16 pounds or 1 pound. As long as I say it's a pound in my back end, you will get charged the same amount of shipping. Now, if you're in the, say, Norway, and you order this from me, and I put in 20 ounces, that's how much I think this is going to weigh. Well, this weighs 28 ounces. So I'm off by at least 10 ounces after packaging and everything, which means I have to pay now to out of pocket to ship it to you. But it's not like, say, if I thought it was going to be 13 ounces and it ended up being over a pound, then I'm out $2 to $5 for US. International, I'm out possibly $15 to $20. So no, it is so much nicer knowing that I don't have to worry about that anymore. Arrow's limited editions are always at a pound or a little bit over. You will always pay priority, or if you want, I don't suggest it, media mail in the US for any Arrow limited edition like boxes. Like, Tremors and Flash Gordon came in. It's so much nicer not knowing that I am not going to be losing so much money. So sorry, I will not be shipping international again. I'm just sick of losing money, to be quite honest, and then having to worry about it making it to your country, let alone through customs, and then to you safely. Not worth it. Anything goes wrong, and even if, me putting in the wrong weight, not knowing how much it actually is going to weigh, is something wrong. But if it's a perfect sale, if it's, this is how much it weighs, it was correct on the back end, you paid the correct amount, it got there in 5-10 days, awesome. That generally did not happen though. So I'm done with international. I'm just kind of over it. Are you going to have any more Years of Lead box set up for order after you get them in? Yes, I'm going to order more this week. This is going to be the third order for them. So click on the notify me little button on that title, and you will get a notification as soon as I get them in. Looks like the same box as the Dawn of the Dead second sight release. Hi, Mike. I placed an order in April for the Christopher Lee Eurocrypt collection, and the status on my account says unfulfilled. Will it ship out this week? Yes. As I said a little bit earlier, I did not get them the order checked in until Saturday, and USPS came early. Like, they literally came after I was done with normal shipping, and I was just getting ready to check that order in when they showed up. So they'll go out on Monday. I'll have to purchase next payday. Recently bought, and I will have more of these available since I did have damages. I don't have as many to sell. I think I had nine that were damaged. So I will be ordering more of the Christopher Lee. So if I do sell out, again, click the notify me thing. That's the easiest way to find out when I have something back in stock. Recently bought Fred Bolo's Burner collection from you. Friend wanted me to ask if you still have copies available. If it is not available on the website, no. Thanks for the explanation on your. Damn it. Thanks for the explanation on the Eurocrypt collection. Mike, sorry about the jumping the gun and keeping the great work. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Will you ever ship internet? Oh, wait. Did I? Oh. Nope. Someone's just asking multiple times. Will you get Sean's titles and Sleazebach titles when you relocate? Yes. I sell a lot of Gatorblade and Sleazebach stuff. Um, Sean is always amazed that I need his stuff. I think sometimes I might sell more than he does. So yeah, I will be carrying Gatorblade and Sleazebox once I move the store. I ordered the Dune 4 Lux. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, to tell if I could be a part of the oversold ones, wondering if I should make a backup order with Jesse. Jesse's out too. Jesse sold out before I did. So there are no more. Zavi might have some, but there are no more available through Jesse either. June 3rd, you're probably good if you ordered June 3rd. I'll be in on Thursday to pick up all my stuff. Hey, Brian, good. It'd be good to see you again. Mike, you were on the lower floor, upstairs, rich people section like Tiffany's. Yeah, it was upstairs. It was right. That one is right next to Neiman Marcus. It's like the anchor store, Neiman Marcus. Luckily, because I had no idea where LensCrafters was in this mall. Luckily, I parked in the right spot because I've only been there once, and that was when I was DJing. I played a gig inside the mall. One of my ongoing gigs was working for Guess, the company. So I DJ their special events in the store, and I got hired there at International Mall once, and oh my God, I turned down another one because that was so fucking annoying. I usually work the Brandon store. So if you're ever in the Brandon Mall 10 years ago, yeah, between 10 and 8 years ago, and heard loud music coming out of Guess and Brandon Mall, that was me. But yeah, so I knew that was the only entrance I knew that I was familiar with. So I went in that one, and luckily it was right above the entrance. So I didn't have to walk through the entire mall. Like when I was there last time to do the gig, I set up my stuff and then had extra time. So I walked around, and there was a store in there that just sold t-shirts that were made to look vintage. And every fucking t-shirt was over $150. That is the International Mall in Tampa. So yeah, I don't like being in there. Said on Instagram last week that Begotten Blu-ray is still forthcoming, but no new details. I don't know why it's taking so long to do that. So jealous on the books and poster books. Yeah, I'm not a big reader guy, but luckily there's not a lot of words in those books. But they are cool to look at. What are you going to do with that large Grindhouse video VHS sign when you close up shop? I am going to take the sticker off and create a new sticker for it with the new name. Yeah, that's literally what I'm going to do. Or I might just cover the sticker and then put a new sticker on top. I don't know if I want to try and get that sticker off. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do with it. The 2 box sets you sent me recently came in perfectly, at least. Thank you very much. I'm glad that I do my best. I don't have a lot of damages, to be honest, because I take the time to package it correctly, ship everything in a box, make sure it's bubble wrapped. I do all that so I don't have damages after shipping. Just wait for the Al Adamson meets Gamera Steelbook limited collection box set coming soon. Douglas, I fucking hate you. That is my worst nightmare. Mike is teetering Mickey Pan catering on box sets. Wait till this. Yeah, he starts with Steelbooks. Steelbooks fucking suck. I assume the GB exclusive edition of Necker Sluts will go out of print when you move. Yeah, I mean, we only made one pressing, and I took half, and Sleazebox took half. So if I do sell out, I've got plenty, by the way. If I do sell out, you might be able to get some from Sleazebox also. Pick a random disc from behind you again, just like a few weeks ago. That was fun. All right. You know what? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to get up and do this. I can't look. God damn it. Hold on. Let me take a drink. All right. Not looking. Let's go low. Let's go right here. This is one that I don't think I've ever seen. There's a reason why I kept this. Why did I keep this? I don't remember. I think I can't see it right now, but also I still don't have my new glasses. I think the cover was damaged, so I kept it. I don't think I've ever seen it. Payback, starring Mel Gibson. The straight up the director's cut. Never really seen it. Let's do another one. Let's go over here in the early letters. Dagon from Vestron. Look how nice it looks without a slipcover. Because if you put it up next to this one, it all matches. Look how uniform that is. Because this didn't have a slipcover. But if it was Dayback or Pagon and they were together, they'd look weird if it had a slipcover. You guys, seriously, okay, let me get into slipcovers. People that collect slipcovers are paying so much more for the slipcovers if they miss the original press. Like if they miss the original run, I have sold so many and seen so many like Vinegar Syndrome and Scream Factory slipcovers sell for so much more money, just because of the slip. Don't get it. And then, Douglas, I already ate. Can't tell me what to do. And literally, it really does nothing for your collection. Unless it's all slipcovers, which not all movies come with slipcovers. It's not going to look uniform, so it doesn't necessarily look better. But yeah. Save some money and stop giving a shit about slipcovers. Hey, Mike, finally made a live while the live... Oh, made it. Okay. Going for a change. Congratulations on the news about the new store in 2022. Thank you very much. It's just cardboard. You are correct. I love slips, but never bought one on the secondary market. I refuse. Yeah, it's so stupid. So stupid. I don't get it. I don't understand the slipcover craze. I like them, but if I get one, I get one. I'm not paying extra for them. So that's a good way to look at it. I got a little bit of an addiction to slipcovers when I first started hardcore collecting. Back when I first found out about Scream Factory. I also, when I first started collecting or hardcore collecting Blu-rays, was one of those I have to have every release from every label. Until I started watching some of these that I'd never seen before, especially from Scream Factory, and I'm like, I don't want this. Why do I will never watch this movie again. I didn't like it the first time. I didn't even make it through the movie. So why am I keeping this? So I kind of got out of that too. I understand Vinegar Syndrome more than Scream Factory. Scream Factory slips are really nothing to get hyped about. They are not, and they, due to the fact that they shrink wrap a lot of the releases, they all come with dented corners, and I get so many emails about, hey, this has a dented corner. Hey, stop fucking caring about slipcovers. How about that? Because this shit, and like I said, Vinegar Syndrome is the only company I pay extra for the slipcovered version. So generally, unless because they got to go on my shelf, they have to go in some sort of container for me to, either a box or a shelf for me to store them until they are purchased. So there might be minor issues with Vinegar Syndrome slipcover, especially one that I've had for like over a year. It happens. But guess what? Look. It's still perfect. Don't have to worry about that. Sometimes the slips get too crazy. I sell mine and buy the no slip edition because I can't turn down the money. I agree. Speaking of slipcovers, have you seen how people are going nuts for the slip on the good, bad, and the ugly? If not, check eBay. Okay, I will do that. Good, bad. Damn it. Good, bad, ugly, 4K. Let's see. I'd never look at asking prices. Let's look at sold prices. Go to sold. There we go. Are you fucking kidding me? Sold 2 days ago at $77.66. $75, $110 fucking dollars. People are fucking stupid. Seriously. Thank you, Gore Forever. People are fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize if you're one of those guys that has to have a slipcover, but it is fucking stupid if you're paying $100 for a fucking slipcover. Or not? No, you're not paying $100 for a slipcover. You're paying $75 for a slipcover because you could buy it without the slipcover because that's how they came in for me for $25. I think it's $25. Without the slipcover. So you're paying $75 for a fucking slipcover. Fuck you. Jesus Christ. I used to throw slipcovers away because I hate them. I've started to keep them now that they become collector favorites, but I hate that it makes movies look so non-uniform on the shelf. Lost Blokes understands. He gets my pain. I still regret not getting a few Vinegar Syndrome slips, Seaman Wind, Ice Cream Man, Blood Hook. I mean, Vinegar Syndrome does do a nice slipcover. Don't get me wrong. And I understand why they do it because they don't have huge... I mean, they're not putting out Halloween and fucking Friday the 13th. They're putting out lower budget... Let's say it. They're putting out shitty movies. But they're shitty movies that we all love. So to sell X amount, you put in a little bit more in the manufacturing to kind of guarantee that you will sell 3, 4, 5, 6,000 of them. Good on them. But unfortunately, it has side effects, and that is people spending $100 fucking dollars on a 4K for Good, Bad, and the Ugly with a slipcover. I like slip for a blue case, though. I think the blue cases are super ugly. Yeah, I do agree. I think the blue cases are super ugly, but spend some money and get clear cases to replace them, and then sell your blue cases because people are always buying empty cases. Vinegar Syndrome ones are at least literally a piece of art. I do agree. These other ones are just cheaply made pieces of cardboard. I received my order this week with House by the Cemetery and my Bloody Valentine. Thank you so much. You are very welcome. Vinegar Syndrome is now doing slipcovers inside of another slipcover. I got a few slipcovers laying around. I can get 110 each. I've got 3 boxes of them from my personal collection. I'm looking at some right now that are worth at least $50, $60 without the movie in it. Did someone just buy a chicken McNugget for $1,000? What? Are you serious? That's stupid. Dude, people are spending way more than $100 on slipcovers. Some of those Vinegar Syndromes are going close to $200 with a slip. And I hope all of those people die in a fire. Not the people selling, people buying. All right. We're done. I got my rant out about slipcovers again. Someone did buy a piece of invisible art for $18,000. I saw a story on that. Some people just have way too much money. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. We're done for the day. And okay, let's get into this. Subscribe. Click the notification bell if you want to know when I go live or whenever I might possibly one day put up a video. I know I'm really bad at that, but by the time I get home, because I work when I'm at the store. I do store shit. So when I get home, I honestly don't feel like working unless it's just on the computer. So I just go in my room and sit on the computer and do shit with the store. But shooting a video and editing it possibly and uploading it, sounds like work. Anyway, thank you for watching. Every Sunday, 7-ish, I go live on YouTube and I tell you what came in, what's coming in, give you news, updates, rants, answer your questions, talk about slipcovers, shit on steelbooks. Not physically. I'm not going to physically shit on a steelbook. But I will talk shit about steelbooks. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, be nice to people. Don't be a dick. And everybody have a good week. And hail Satan. Peace out.